we're not comparing anything, but like we encourage you, right? We want to see you succeed to leverage the income, do it systematically, build a solid foundation. It doesn't have to be at our scale, but just get your toe in the game. Take a calculated risk strategically, read the books, understand how to leverage what you're doing, and get in the game, you know?
I mean, picture somebody making, let's just come up with a scenario. You're making $150,000 a year, pretty good job. Maybe you're here locally in Arizona, and you could buy one property a year, and you do that for 5 years, and it doesn't cash flow great. Arizona's not a great cash flow. Maybe you got a long-term tenant. You or your wife manages it. Maybe you even hire a property manager, whatever. However you do that. So let's just say it cash flows just a little bit. It pays for itself, essentially. But you don't really need income from it at that point. You just, you got a good job. You guys are rolling. But in 10, 15 years,
you can
the
pay
equity
that
from
thing
that
off. So strategically, 100%. Everyone's so focused on cash flow. If you cash flowed $100 a month, let's just say, even if you didn't, you just service the debt, and I believe rates are going to come down, so you could always refi. But even in today's market, the key component is understanding what to buy, number one, not just randomly invest. I'm not knocking what you did because it worked for you, but in terms of paying retail. But if you bought good deals strategically from wholesalers or your passion projects, you guys put some sweat equity in, did the floors and paint, and you stabilize that asset, and you have 15% equity. 15% equity, by the way, even 10% equity on an average home in Arizona at $400,000 would be $40,000 in addition to what you already made, and you're locking it in, and you're servicing that debt. So in 15 years, if you put a 15-year debt on there, even a 30, and that thing's owned, 50%.
Think about the equity.
Huge equity over time.
So now you have kids going to college. You could take a line of credit out on that property. You could refinance it. You can sell it. So just having a portfolio in Arizona of 5 or 6 properties that you bought over a 5-10 year period, you just let them roll. Think about what that could do for you in 10, 20 years. That's like when it's time to buy your kids a car, the property or the equity in the property could buy them a car, put them through college. Like it's going to be cash flowing better at that point because it's been 10 years. And
hopefully rents are going to increase.
Rents should have increased. So
that's just Arizona. Let's say, and hey, I don't invest, but let's say Indiana or Ohio, where you could potentially buy 3 or 4, but your cash on cash should be greater in those markets. There's always what I say, an inverse relationship between price and yield.
Yep.
So at $100,000, if you're getting $1,400 for every $100,000 you spend in Arizona, you ain't getting $1,400 for rent or $1,200. You're probably getting $800, maybe $900. So depending, you should be able to increase cash flow depending on where you buy. But I think equity is so key. Don't devalue that in the acquisitions. But I love that. So many people want the quick sugar. They're like, I want to go to the NFL, but I don't want to put in the work. I want to own 100 homes, but I don't want to get any debt. It's like, you want all these things, but you got to do the delayed gratification, set the foundation right, have the good mindset, but just slowly execute.
And it could change your life and put you in a great position.
Yeah.